Good morning, viewers. I am Saraswathi from CST Department in SNS College of Engineering, Coimbatore. Today, we are going to see about procedural knowledge. Before going to see about procedural knowledge, what is knowledge representation? Knowledge representation, humans are best understanding, reasoning, and interpreting the knowledge. Human knows things, which is knowledge, and as per their knowledge, they perform various actions in the real world. But how the machines do all these things comes under knowledge representation and reasoning. Knowledge representation in AI, it refers to the way in which the information, belief, intention, and judgments are structured and stored so that the machine can understand, reason about, and act upon them. Belief. In knowledge representation, belief is what the AI think is true. For example, the door is closed. Intention. What the AI wants to achieve. For example, open the door. Judgment. How the AI decide the best action. The best action is to open the door is to push the handle. Knowledge representation is all about how we organize and structured information so that the AI can understand it and use it to make the decision to solve the problem intelligently. Hence, we can describe knowledge. Hence, we can describe knowledge representation as a knowledge representation and reasoning. That is KRR. It's a part of a AI. Is concerned with AI agent thinking and how the thinking contributes to intelligent behavior of agent. It's responsible for representing information about the real world so that a computer can understand and can utilize this knowledge to solve the complex real world problem, such as medical diagnosis problem or communicating with human in natural language. Knowledge representation. How we can represent the knowledge in AI? It's not just storing the data into this database, but it also enables an intelligent machine to learn from that knowledge and experiences so that it can be behave intelligently like a human. It's a process by which an AI system uses the knowledge that is stored to make the decision to solve the complex real world problem and to conclude the solution. It is about how the system think or reason through the information it notes to reach a logical outcome. This is a procedural knowledge. Procedural knowledge is a imperative knowledge. It clarifies how to perform a task. It lays down the steps to perform. The procedural knowledge provides the essential control information required to implement the knowledge. This is a This is a condition for a procedural knowledge. The procedural knowledge used to solve the task by consist of a set of functions. Here, they define the function, specify the input parameter, write the steps to perform the function and return the result. For example, adding the two numbers by using the two number a and b, by using the defining the function, and result will be stored in the value a plus b. Declarative knowledge. Declarative knowledge is the software tool can analyze the data. Procedural knowledge is to analyze the data. First import your data set, then select the analysis function, and finally interpret the result. This is a difference between procedural and declarative knowledge. Procedural is a interpretive knowledge. Declarative is a descriptive knowledge. Procedural knowledge, how a particular things can be accomplished. Declarative knowledge or the basic knowledge about something. Procedure knowledge is generally a not used means it is not more popular. Declarative knowledge is more popular. Procedure knowledge cannot be easily communicated. In declarative, it can be easily communicated. And procedural knowledge generally process oriented. Declarative knowledge is data oriented. The procedural knowledge, debugging validation is not a easy way. Declarative knowledge, debugging and validation is an easy way. Procedural knowledge is less effective in competitive programming. Declarative knowledge is more effective in competitive programming. Next one is a types of knowledge. There are different types of knowledge. First one, procedural knowledge. Second one, declarative knowledge. Third one, meta knowledge. Fourth one, structural knowledge. And heuristic knowledge. Declarative knowledge. Declarative knowledge is to know about something. It includes concept, fact, and object. It is also called descriptive knowledge and expressed in declarative sentence. It's simpler than procedural knowledge. Procedural knowledge is known as a imperative knowledge. It's a type of knowledge which is responsible for knowing how to do something. It can be directly applied to any task. It includes rules, strategy, procedure, and agenda. Procedural knowledge, it depends on the task on which it can be applied. Meta knowledge. Meta knowledge is a knowledge about the other type of knowledge is called meta knowledge. Heuristic knowledge is representing a heuristic knowledge of some expert in a field or subject. It's a rules of thumb based on the previous experience, awareness of approaches, and which are good to work but not guaranteed. Structural knowledge is a basic knowledge in problem solving. It describes the relationship between various concepts such as kind of, part of, and grouping of something. It describes the relationship between that exist object or concept. Next one is a difference between procedural and declarative. Procedural is a process oriented. Declarative is a data oriented. Procedural knowledge is more popular. Declarative knowledge is more popular. And then procedural knowledge is less effective. But in declarative knowledge is more effective. Procedural knowledge is imperative knowledge. Declarative knowledge is descriptive knowledge. Procedural, how the basic thing can be accomplished. Declarative, how what the knowledge to accomplish the task. It cannot be easily communicated, but in declarative can be easily communicated. Thank you.